Welcome to the channel everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's video we're going to be flying our drone through the forest, giving you quick tips and tricks on how you can do it yourself. So let's go. Okay, before we send a drone up, obviously I just like to say that flying your drone through trees and forests and woods, obviously there's a risk to your drone. So if you're uncomfortable flying your drone in these conditions, don't do it. Now the first thing we're going to look at is the risk involved and how we can minimize that risk. Now I'm in this pine forest, and as you're going to see in these clips here, the trees, the branches are really up high. And it's not the trunks that are the main issue when flying, but it's actually the branches. The thin branches are the ones that are going to hit your drone, hit the propellers and cause it to crash. So choose your woods wisely. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. So the thing is, location is everything. Choose your location wisely and you'll get much better results, and it will result in a safer flight. Now there are a couple of things we have to do to the drone before we send it up. We have to turn off obstacle avoidance. Yep, I know that sounds crazy, but you want that off. You don't want it breaking or avoiding trees, because what it's going to do is push you into a branch to the side. The other thing you want to do, you want to enable the crosshair on your screen, which is under camera, and then you get two options whether to have a rule of thirds or a crosshair. Select crosshair so you can tell where exactly the center of your screen is. The third thing is you want it in tripod mode. So stick it in tripod mode, and then let's get this drone up and we'll carry on. Now there is one other thing that I forgot to mention, and that is you must make sure that your returned home setting under safety, advanced safety, is set to hover. You do not want your drone, if it loses signal, flying upwards and into the branches or the canopy of the trees. So double make sure before you do anything that your safety return to home option is set to hover. So what I'm doing now is, before I just get the drone in the air, is walking along in this forest, having a look for lines where I can send the drone through the trees, and I want to minimize the risk with the widest path possible for the drone to go through. So let's have a look. So as I'm walking, I'm just looking for the lines through the trees, looking for the biggest gap possible and the straightest line. I'm trying to avoid any clusters of trees. And then I find one in a second and I get the drone up, and all I'm going to do is just send it forward nice and slow in tripod mode. All I'm doing is pressing that right stick about quarter forward, and the left stick isn't touched at all. I don't want to change altitude or turn the drone at all. All I'm doing is pressing forward. Now the illusion in here is that I'm going through loads of trees, but if you actually look closely and count how many trees I go close to, it's actually only 2 or 3 throughout the whole of this flight. And it really is quite simple, just pushing forward on that stick. You're trying to avoid turning or anything like that, and that becomes easier through choosing your location. So all you're going to be doing is straight lines. All you're going to be doing is pushing up on that forward stick, keeping a nice steady speed, and then if you see, you'll know if something's coming towards you, you know that you're going to hit it. Just stop what you're doing, instantly stop, turn the drone around and bring it back to yourself and go again. One of the hardest things actually is returning the drone and finding when you're in such a dense forest like this. Once you reach the end, you naturally want to switch off like you've achieved it. Don't do that. Remember, you have to get the drone back, so turn the drone around and 100% concentration all the time, bringing it back nice and smooth again, and get your drone back safely. Okay, so we've just found this second line. It's just here. Once I move out the way, you'll be able to see that, and that's where we're going to send the drone now. Okay, this time I'm going to show you this with the onboard screen and the crosshairs. Now if you notice, my crosshair ain't dead center. The reason for this is that we've got a wind speed of about 5 to 10 mile an hour going from left to right. So all I'm doing to counter this is slightly moving my forward stick to the left. So I'm actually drifting slightly left as we're pushing forward, but the wind is compensating this. That's all we're doing, we're compensating the wind. And again, we're going for the illusion of actually flying through loads of trees. But if you look closely how close I'm getting to the tree trunks, there's not many that come within a foot of us. And here at the end, you'll just notice that I just start to drift to the right. I just pull right on the stick a little bit just to avoid these last few trees. Let's have a look at that now, straight from the drone's camera. One other thing to consider that I've just remembered when flying through forests or trees or anything in particular is the wind. The wind's picked up here now, and I'm going to have to be very, very careful with the drone drifting. So you really want still, nice still day. That's going to give you the best chance of flying through trees, okay? So to summarise all the points, make sure your return to home is set to hover. Make sure you put your crosshairs on. Make sure you're in tripod mode. Nice and smooth on the stick. You don't want any jerky movement. Don't go left, right. All you're going to do is go gently forward. That's all you're going to do. Remember, you can always speed it up in post later on in your video editor, so there's no need to rush. And if you feel you're going to hit something, you'll know straight away with the crosshairs. So just stop what you're doing, bring the drone back and go again, okay? Start off with nice wide areas. The wider the better to begin with, and then you can start homing it down to smaller and smaller gaps. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, give it a like, which is... Whoa, this was meant to be the end of the video. Unfortunately, I had an 8-mile walk home, and during that 8-mile walk home I found another location that I was going to show you guys, and well, let's just say it didn't turn out as expected. So let me show you that now. Now this place is perfect for flying your drone through. Have a look at this. There's so many different lines and hardly any branches for your drone to hit, so this one is definitely a good one. Let's have a little walk around and see if we can find a line to send a drone through. This one looks very promising. So this is the line I found here. It's quite straightforward. The only problem is we've got a branch over us, so we've got to be really careful when we bring the drone back. But have a look at this. Straight through there. Straight through that gap, no issues at all. In fact, that's quite straightforward flying. Just get that crosshair nice and in the centre, and let's get the drone up and have a go. So just going to show you that clip now. Unfortunately, I did crash the drone. Just as I was starting to pull away, a dog ran up to me and started, well, very aggressive, and it looked like he was going to bite my leg. And I had to take my attention away from the drone, which is never good. So don't ever lose attention to the drone. The drone always comes first. Anyway, luckily I didn't get bitten, but here's the footage of that, me crashing into the ferns. Luckily it wasn't a hard crash, it was soft, and the drone's completely fine. So I've got it all lined up, and I'm just about to push forward on the stick, and right about now, massive dog comes out from behind, and well, I thought it was going to eat me in truth, and it just made me turn my head for a split second, and that was enough to cause me to lose concentration and crash the drone. But anyway, we still, I recovered the drone and went for it again. So here is that clip of flying through the forest. So even with the perfect location, the drone all set up perfectly, unexpected things can happen, like that crash. I didn't expect a dog to run up behind me. So you have to weigh up the risk option with flying like this. I enjoy doing it myself, but it may not be for everybody. And like I said at the start, if it's not for you, don't try doing it. It's not worth the risk of losing your drone. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, give it a like, which is down there somewhere. And if you want to see further videos from myself, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Catch up soon, everybody.